Dude, this is nice. I'm like bad impressed
I appreciate it.
by the
Appreciate
studio.
it. Well, we're live. Cole Hallman, ladies and gentlemen. Cole, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. So what's been going on, my man?
Not much. Just living life, playing music.
Yeah, no, I see
Yeah.
you were playing with the Orange Blossoms a lot recently. What do you got coming up?
Just some local stuff. We play Reef and Barrel a lot. Local bars. We're playing our first gigs in Asbury Park though, which is gonna be fun. We're gonna play Wonder Bar next week, and then in November we're playing Lingosta Lounge. So.
Nice. So I've been seeing a lot of your personal music. I saw you put out an EP recently, like the acoustic EP, covered Little Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah.
Was that Post Malone inspired?
Yeah, it was.
I love that.
Yeah, I saw Post cover it. I actually didn't know. I've heard of Sturgill, but I didn't really know him too well. And then I saw Post cover that song, and I thought it was awesome. So then I tried it, went viral on TikTok, and then I thought I should put this on Spotify, I guess, too.
Yeah, dude, you've been killing the TikTok thing recently. You've got like almost 100,000 followers, don't you? It's like 90,000 or something like that.
Yeah, TikTok's weird though. It's like. Yeah, I guess I've been doing well.
Yeah, you've been doing well. Dude, do you see the bot activity that I like hear about on TikTok? Like, do you see any of the bots like comment or like foreign accounts?
Oh, yeah. Kinda, yeah, I see. But I see that on every social media app.
You've also got some decent followers on Instagram, don't you?
I guess.
A little clout for Cole, little clout.
Not really, but kinda, yeah.
No,
compared to what it was. I mean, like, yeah, I'm super, like, it's nothing like huge, but to me it's huge because no one used to listen to my music at all. So now.
Well, you've only been playing for a couple of years, right? And you've only been recording music for shorter than that.
Yeah, I started playing like 5 years ago, and then I really didn't get into like singing or being better at singing until like a couple of years ago. So
when did you start writing your own music?
Like right when I bought a guitar, pretty much. I've always liked writing.
Gotcha. So, like, what's your songwriting process like? Like, how do you, like, go with that? Do you start with chords or do you start with the lyrics?
I pretty much always do it with a guitar in hand. So, like...
Just simultaneously you're going along with both?
Kind of mumbling. It's kind of rare that I'm, like, writing, like, with no guitar. Sometimes I try to do it, though, because I don't know. I kind of try to go at it at all angles. But usually I have a guitar in hand. And I'm just kind of mumbling, and I'll, like, put my... voice memo recorder thing on, and then like I'll listen back to it and I'll be like, oh, that meant something, even though when I said it, I didn't. I'm kind of like, it's not like freestyling, but it's kind of like that, I guess.
Yeah, but like, so listening to your music, I love your music. First, I got to tell you, I'm a big fan.
Thanks.
So a song like Katie's a great song. Like, how do you come up with something like that? Because that's clearly a deeper song that means something to you personally.
Yeah, that I actually think I came up with the chords first. I was probably just like sitting in the same room as Katie, and then I started like thinking about Katie and stuff. Mm-hmm. For those who don't know, my sister Katie has special needs, so I wrote a song about, I don't know, just growing up with a sister with special needs.
Yeah, I mean, like knowing your family especially, and that was just a song that resonated with me. I thought it was a great song, man. And I have like special needs in my family too, so I can definitely relate with it. It was something that I thought was great, and the songwriting behind it was beautiful.
Thanks, man.
I was curious to know, like.
Yeah, and I took down my first two albums, so it's not out right now, but I'm gonna re-record it. I'm gonna re-record it, and it'll be out. It'll be better. That's what I mean. Like, I've always liked my writing. Like, not to be like full of myself or whatever, but I've actually always like I look back on these old songs and I'm like, I still like the writing, but a lot of times I'll be like I just bought a guitar and I started recording, so like it was like things were off beat. Like I didn't have a vision for the song. Like I feel like the songs deserve better, so I want to go back, record songs like that. And
yeah, you're pulling the new Taylor Swift. I love it.
Yeah.
You're doing the re-recordings, but
sister made fun of me for that.
Did she?
No, I love Taylor Swift, honestly.
No, so do I. I can't. No hate towards Taylor Swift, but
none.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. I think that re-recording it's great, one, but two, isn't rock and roll kind of the imperfection of it? So don't you like kind of want the imperfections, or do you just want a more crisp, clean sound to them?
Yeah, like I'm fine with imperfections, but like even when I was recording those songs, I was kind of like, I have like no idea what I'm doing. Like I like I don't know. It's tough. Like that was like my first year playing music. You know what I mean? Like
so like you have a better understanding of where you're at right now and what you want to do with them.
Yeah, thing. And I have no, like, could you imagine if like I don't know like Paul McCartney or something, like let's say Spotify was around when he was growing up and he was able to put out music his first year of like learning how to play guitar and sing. He probably wouldn't want that out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no,
after
you're
a while.
100% right.
So like I feel like a lot of people I know have done this, I think. So I'll leave it on my SoundCloud, so you can still listen to that stuff on SoundCloud, my first 2 albums, but the new ones are going to be better. So just wait.
No, I think the accessibility of it all makes it so easy for people to put out music now that it's like you can almost record a song on your laptop on GarageBand and post it in 10 minutes.
What I do, yeah. And you got to be careful too about like well, you don't have to be careful, but like when I had that like viral moment on TikTok, people were like, "Oh, let's go to his Spotify," and they went to my Spotify and they listened. A lot of people listen to those first 2 albums and they're like, "This is totally different than like what he sounds like now." You know what I mean? It's It's kind of good to have like somewhat of a sound. So when people listen to that first stuff, they were like, "Well, this is kind of like this is totally different. Like it's kind of whack," and there's nothing wrong with that. Like it's just like I didn't want to steer people away. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. So what sound are you going for? Have you like I know
something more natural. Like the reason I didn't love those first couple albums is like I was like putting like auto tune in my voice, and it would be one thing if I wanted to do that as like a stylistic choice or whatever, but I was just doing it because I couldn't sing. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So like I would like to come at it from a more natural angle because that's the kind of music I listen to, and there's nothing wrong with like music not being natural. Like I listen to like rap and like stuff that's like that, but like it just doesn't feel like me really. So I wanted to like I want to go back listen to something in it to feel like me. So I left everything that felt like me up on my Spotify, and the old writing still feels like me. So I'm excited to re-record it. So
yeah. And you said you like rap music and stuff like that. What are some of like your inspirations? Because like when I listen to your music, I get a big sense of different vibes, and it's like Jack Johnson, Bob Dylan, like Post Malone with that cover of Sturgill Simpson, like that raspiness that he used too. Like, what are your music inspirations?
Yeah, Jack Johnson is huge, and Bob Dylan are both huge. But that's funny. Post Malone, I never really listened to too much Post Malone, but then I saw that video of him doing the Sturgill cover, and he had this cool rasp in his voice, and I've always like kind of liked singers like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he had like a moment like for me, like a couple of weeks, and that's when all that TikTok stuff happened. So people thought I was like a Post Malone guy, really, but like I don't really know too much Post Malone. I like what he does.
Was that the big TikTok moment? Was that video?
Yeah. Like
that's the one that sent it over the edge.
Yeah, and then like I had for like a month I had like all these other videos doing well too. Not as well as that first one, but like I had like an original go up and like some other covers going up. But yeah, it was interesting. I don't know. TikTok's weird. Comes and goes, the algorithm, but like I'm still doing it.
Yeah,
I've talked to certain people who like they're like just keep doing it cuz like it'll go and then it'll come back, and I'm like, "All right." I got kind of caught up in like, oh, how many people are gonna view this and stuff. Like I was getting like anxious that people were like not seeing it anymore because I thought like this was it. I was like, oh, this is it. Like this is my break. I went viral, but it takes like a lot of those moments for like you to have like an actual break. You know? Or yeah.
I see all these articles, too, though, about people going big on TikTok and getting these record deals from TikTok specifically. Yeah. Like Luya, that guy up in, shout out Luya. Where's he from? Keensburg or Keyport or something like that? Yeah, no, but he's been getting pretty big on TikTok by driving around in the back of pickup trucks singing. So, that's been interesting to see.
That's what's tough, though, is like I started to get like, I would compare myself to people, and I'm like, oh, this person just got signed and he only has like this many more followers. I just need to, and then I would like start kind of copying what they were doing. And I kind of like, now I'm kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do because I like to do it. and if it blows up, so be it. Like
yeah.
that,
Do you find it
I think that's
hard in
cooler.
like today's society kind of to not look at social media and to not be so jealous or envious or compare yourself to others, or just because I do it. I know I'm a victim of it too. Like when I see other photographers or people putting out stuff, I definitely look at it in the sense of, damn, I wish I were there taking photos of that, or I wish I were there playing that show. Do you ever get that sense? Yeah,
man, it's tough because like it's such a useful tool, social media. Like some artists wish they had this back in the day, but it's also like, there's two sides of the story. So you have to be careful like how much energy you put into it, because I don't know, it's kind of draining, and you could just delete the apps. I do that sometimes, but like I feel like the true test is to like have the apps and like use them in the right way. Like not use them all day. Or like not look at them all day, or compare yourself to others or stuff like that. Yeah,
just putting out content that you actually enjoy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on, I guess.
Yeah, no, I definitely need to strive to do the same thing, and that's something I try to do. But it's
well, I think you're doing it.
Appreciate that's it cool. With the studio, but I think what you're doing is pretty cool, and I love the music that you've been putting out, and I'm excited to see this new project. Do you have any like plans for it? Like, are you going to be recording it in studio, or are you doing it yourself?
I'll probably do both, honestly. Right now, I think I have like one song towards it right now, and it's a new song, but I've been recording it for the past like 2 weeks by myself in my room, and I like how it sounds. So I'm like, all right, I think this will go on the new album. I'm calling it my debut album, my first album, but it's really not.
But it is the debut. It's going to be the first one out on streaming platforms Spotify, that people can actually listen to.
That's what I mean, though, is I was kind of like... that's why I took the first two down, because I'm like, all my favorite artists wouldn't have released an album within their first year of like learning how to play guitar and sing. So like, I don't want to do the same for me, Like I want to have like not impressive, but just something I'd be proud of, Like the first album, like. And I have like an old single and stuff that I released 2 years ago, and I'm fine with that because it was like natural. I wasn't taking shortcuts. I wasn't like cutting up this part and repeating it for the chorus, or like auto-tuning, or like quantizing certain things, like, and that's fine if you do that. It's just I didn't want to do that, and I took the easy way out of like not doing it.
And which single was that?
Like I think Loving Means Leaving was the first like single I put out after those two albums, and that that one I had my buddy Brian. He played drums on that, and it was all real instruments, and like that's what I wanted. Like that's the kind of music I listen to for the most part. So that's the kind of music I wanted to make, and I'm like, even though like there's imperfections in it and stuff, like I'm like, oh, that could have been better. At least I didn't take the easy way out of like, oh, let me just like throw auto-tune on this, because instead of like trying to do the vocal take right, like let me just throw auto-tune. I'm not like knocking auto-tune. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, make the music you want to make, even if it's hard. I think that there's a lot to be said for that. Like, and I could see myself someday like making a hip hop album or something, and like I'll throw auto-tune on that, like, because it'll be my intention, like, and I'll be like proud of it because it's like what I wanted to do,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So like, how do you go about your recording process? You said Brian. I'm assuming that's Brian DeSeno.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian.
Yeah.
Brian's the man. But I know you also play with John Russo in the Orange Blossoms. Who's in the Orange Blossoms with you?
Right now it is me, John Russo, Pete Gargano is our drummer. Brian used to drum for us. He's not drumming for us anymore, but we have Matt Whitley playing guitar too, and then Hermelio. I think his last name's Nicholas. We call him Herm. He's the boy.
Herm.
Yeah, he's from Belmar. He's a good kid. He's a really good bass player.
So do you include a lot of them in your recording process for your solo material, or is it just you?
Brian was the only time I like included somebody, because recording is like, it's like a draining process, and like I want to include them, but like the cool thing about doing something solo is like I'm at home all day sometimes, so I could just do it all day. Like when we have to coordinate like all of us to be in the same room and we only have an hour, that's like not really enough time to record something with my laptop. If we had like a bigger interface and then engineer like doing like a live take of us, we could do that. But we don't really have the money for that right now, like studio budget. I mean, we might do it soon. We might drop like a live EP under the orange blossoms just to like, it's kind of like a different thing. Like a lot of my solo stuff's a lot more simple because I'm not as good at guitar as my other guitar players and stuff, and I it's kind of just that vibe. It's like singer-songwriter vibe, whereas with the Orange Blossoms, it's more of like we jam more and stuff. They spice things up because they're more like experienced musicians. I'm more of just like a guy with the acoustic guitar kind of deal, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys play a lot of covers, but do you ever play your own solo music with them?
Yeah, in the like we always like play a song or two like original stuff when we play out, but now we're starting to get into more like having an original set, and especially when we're playing like Asbury Park, like such a rich music community. A lot of the places want to hear original music, so we're playing Langosta Lounge in November, and they want us to play an original set, so we're gonna do that. But like we try to just play what people like. If we're playing Reef or Columns and there's just a bunch of drunk people in the crowd and they want to sing along to some of their favorite songs, we're gonna play what they want to hear, you know? So
yeah,
keep it fun.
Yeah, keep it fun. Keep selling t-shirts. I saw you guys are selling those at Inlet Outlet now.
Yes. Yep.
New merch on the way?
Yeah, we're gonna have some tie-dyes coming too. Right now we just have white t-shirts, but they're pretty cool. They got like simple designs. Shout out to Jill Martin.
Jill Martin did the designs?
Ernie's girlfriend.
Yeah.
She did the design. She's awesome. She's gonna like do like future stuff for us too. Like I think she's gonna make a poster for when we play Langosta or something.
Nice.
We post, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you guys? Is that something you guys would sell at the show, like concert posters?
No, we're just gonna use that for like post
for
on
promotional.
Instagram.
Yeah, I got.
But maybe that could be cool too.
Yeah, little cutouts of it. You know?
we have koozies too. Like,
oh, do you?
Beer koozies, yeah.
I gotta get one of those. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I should have brought.
No, that's pretty sick for the Arnold Palmers. Yeah, but no, that's awesome. What about Cole Hallman merchandise? Have you thought about putting any of that out there?
I don't know. Maybe if I like got more of a following and could make like. I mean, if there's $1 to be made, like I might as well do it, I guess. But it feels weird, like putting my face on T-shirts or something. Or
yeah, I know, I know what it means because it's like putting my face out there on this. Like even starting this podcast felt like so weird, but it's like I feel like
you always have your friends like in the back of your head, like, what are you doing?
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? It's like you're sitting in your basement putting freaking.
I respect this shit. I know,
I appreciate it. Like but someone like
you guys can see this.
Exactly.
It's nice in here.
Someone like you can come in and look at it and be like, "This is great," but you know, like someone else might come in here and just be like, "The fuck are you doing in here?" Soundproofing a room. But yeah, no, I mean it's been an interesting process, and I'm sure you can relate to it in some regards. Starting with music too, that's a really difficult thing to do. I can imagine, especially writing songs with like what people would call soft material and getting emotional on songs and talking about like your feelings.
Yeah, I'm a big softie though. I guess that's just you know, you got to come to terms with it. I guess at some point I don't know. Once you get out of high school, you kind of like it stops bothering you, like all the like worrying what people are gonna think and stuff. And at least that's the way it was for me. Like at first I had all these songs that were like soft and like I was like, oh, what are my friends gonna think? But like they'll joke around and stuff, but it's all in good fun, you know. They're like I can take a joke, and I think it's kind of fun to like joke around. Like sometimes my friends will like send like a video of me that's like kind of cringe on TikTok, like of me like talking in the camera, and they're like, Cole, what are you doing, bro? And I think it's pretty funny, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
because they're all just kidding, you know. They all I think they all actually support me and stuff. They all come to the shows and like they're just messing around. Like I feel like it's a very New Jersey thing to just like. Well, it's an everywhere thing, but especially in like the Northeast, to just make fun of your friends, and it's like all in good love. You know?
It's a rite of passage.
But it's just like roasting your friends. It's just like, yeah, it's like let's see if you can handle this, let's see if you can handle getting roasted like this. And then it's like, all right, you're cool.
You've got a different perspective, too, because you lived out in Hawaii for 4 years, right?
Yeah. People roast each other there, too, though, but it's kind of different, I guess. But it's much more chill there.
Yeah, what was it like out there? You were at Hawaii Pacific, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how was that? What'd you major in?
It was awesome. Elementary education.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still am, probably. Because, like, at first I was kind of going full speed with this music thing, but I still am going to go full speed with it, but I'm probably going to start teaching now, too, just to make a buck, to, like, support my music. And I like teaching. I like working with kids, but Hawaii was great. I surfed my brains out for, like, 4 years. It was awesome. Met cool people.
Where were you at? Hawaii Pacific's in what part
on
of
Oahu.
Hawaii? Oh,
Oahu.
Really?
So like that's where like the North Shore is and everything. The school's on the South Shore, but the pipeline, like all those famous waves. I kind of lived the first 2 years I lived on the South Shore, but I would go north all the time. I had friends who lived up there, and then my junior year I lived on the North Shore, which was awesome. And then I lived on the South Shore again my senior year because I had like student teaching and stuff, but. It was awesome. I love Hawaii. It's just like if I could pick up our town, like drop it there, I probably would. But I love our town, man, and family. It's like hard being so far.
Yeah. Are you a Manasquan for lifer? Or you think you'll ever get out of here?
Probably. I don't think I will. No.
You think it'll be your spot forever?
I think so. Yeah.
Hey. No problem with that. I'm a Manasquan for lifer as of now too. So yeah, can't complain.
No, I mean, I left. I went, like, as far as you could, and I came back. So I think it says a lot about, like, how much I like it here.
Yeah, no, definitely. We are brought to you by Faded Productions. Faded Productions is a media company whose primary goal is to provide you with premium content on all of your favorite artists. Whether it's podcasts, curated playlists, or photographs of your favorite musicians, we've got you covered. Check us out on Instagram at It's a Faded Production, and for more information, please visit our website at www.itsafadedproduction.com. That's www.itsafadedproduction.com.
Do you listen to a lot of podcasts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a big podcast fan. I would say
I like podcasts. Yeah.
Who do you listen to?
It's kind of all over, but like I like comedy podcasts like Tuesdays with Stories. You familiar? Mark Norman and Joe List.
No, I'm not. I definitely got to check it out.
It's kind of like dicey though, so it's not for everybody. but or like, do you know Tim Dillon?
Yeah. Tim Dillon is.
It's good. Similar to that.
I do like Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon's great. And then I've been listening to like some music stuff recently. Like there's this one podcast called The Working Songwriter with Joe Pug, and he like interviews like a lot of Americana, folky kind of people he brings on, but some really good conversations on there. But
nice.
Yeah, I love podcasts. Like I barely even watch TV anymore. I just listen to podcasts.
Yeah, no, I've been huge on podcasts. Obviously, the obvious Joe Rogan, and then Lex Friedman.
He's good.
Lex is great. Yeah. He's an interesting dude.
I watch his YouTube clips. I've never like listened to him on the podcast.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. His conversation with David Fravor is awesome. That's one of the best podcasts I have ever listened
Who's
to.
David Fravor?
It's the guy who saw that UFO, like the Tic Tac UFO, that like the Pentagon like put a thing out on.
Yeah.
It's just a crazy interview.
I've seen the clips. I think. Like the short YouTube
that's
clips.
just that's definitely a crazy clip.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, podcasts are cool, so it's cool you're doing this, but
yeah,
you better get some cooler guests than me. Who are you gonna get on
stop
here?
Stop that. No, see, I'm kind of just talking to people I find interesting, you know? So it's when I'm thinking about someone to talk to, I'm like, Cole Hallman's doing something that people aren't, you know? You're creating your own little lane, which is cool.
How many mics can you put up, you think, through that interface?
I probably could Jimmy rig a fifth, but definitely 4.
You should have like a Sperry reunion.
That would be dope. That would be dope. That would be hype.
We used to work for this tent company.
Yeah, we used to work at a tent company.
Tents.
Shout out Sperry Tents. Sperry Tents is a great place with great people. Eric and Tim are wonderful bosses.
That's where I was like recording my first album. I would go to because I didn't have like really any recording equipment of my own, so I would go to SGS, Simply Green Studio. Shout out. Now it's dumb lit, so it's a different place.
Pat Walsh, great person. He is a great person.
I would like play something. He would help record stuff with me, and then I like usually like wouldn't sing over it yet, and then I would just like have this instrumental in my ears while we were putting up tents, and then in my notes I would like write lyrics down, like something would come into my head. So that's actually one writing process I do kind of often, is sometimes if I don't have lyrics yet and I have like chords, I'll just like put it in my voice memos, listen to it, and then like in my notes are just filled with like a bunch of garbage, but there's some good
Sometimes
stuff
you sort through the garbage and find a gem. Is that how it goes?
No, yeah, I'd be like extremely embarrassed to show anybody my notes like in full.
No, I think I would too. My notes are kind of crazy, but no, I can definitely relate. But yeah, no, I think the whole music writing thing is really interesting. Like I getting into a songwriter's head, like you were talking about with that podcast, is just like such an interesting thing to me. And
I love that.
Yeah, it's like picking your brain about it, especially too. It's like just knowing like how someone goes about writing a song is just really crazy to me.
Yeah, right.
Like you're putting like a body of art out into the world, like literally, and it's something that people like are gonna communicate with. They're gonna feel different ways. Everyone's gonna interpret it different. Like they're gonna have their own perception on it. So it's just it's a crazy thing to see. Do you ever think about that? Like the people that you're putting the music out there for? Yeah,
like and how they're gonna perceive something. Yeah. I think about that a lot when I listen to like Bob Dylan, because he'll like write like there's some stuff I like Sturgill Simpson. That one song, "You Can Have the Crown," is a very like narrative written song. Like everybody kind of takes it in the same. It's kind of like a funny song and it's like lighthearted and fun, but like there's certain songs like that Bob Dylan has written that are like, what's the word? They're like up for interpretation, you know? So like every person is going to interpret them differently. And there's like interviewers like asking him like, oh, what does this song mean? And he's just like,
you tell me.
He'll tell like a nonsense answer, and that's his way of being like, it's whatever you want it to mean, which is so cool. It's cool
Mr.
to do
Tambourine
both.
Man.
Yeah. Whatever the hell that means.
I swear that song's about a drug dealer, but I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, there's so much more to that stuff's great too, but there's so much more to Dylan than like the early like political songs and stuff like that. Like I always tell people to go listen to it's like kind of, if you know Dylan, you probably already know the song, but "Mama, You've Been on My Mind" is like one of my favorites. Yep. It's such a good song.
I think I actually might have it over on vinyl over there.
But, nice. Yeah. Jeff Buckley covers it too. He does an awesome cover of it. But there's like a few lines in there that are like my favorite. Like the one line, it's like when you wake up in the morning and you look inside your mirror, I won't be next to you, I won't be near, but I just wonder if you could see yourself as clear as someone who has had you on his mind. And that doesn't sound that great, like within the podcast, me talking it right now, but the way he inserts that in the song is like, it's like his way of saying like, I can see you better than you can see you, in such a cool way. Like he has such a cool way of saying things in a different way.
Is that something that you try to craft, like those little innuendos? Do you try to like get these like things with double meanings in your songs? Like, do you try to just put things in there that people might not notice?
Yeah, sometimes. It's not always successful, but trying to think of. I'll say it's gonna take me forever to think of one, so I'll think of it in the back of my head while we're talking. But if I think of one, I'll say it before the end of the podcast.
Yeah, but the songwriting thing is just a really big thing for me. Like, I think it's so interesting. I've said that, but it's I don't know. There's something about it that's so weird, and like storytelling especially. Like, I'm a huge fan of like songwriters who can just tell stories. Bruce Springsteen, The Obvious, and like Billy Joel, like takes you on a trip with like scenes of an Italian restaurant. So yeah,
those are two like. I'm actually not as familiar with like Billy Joel stuff. I know the hits kind of, and they're great. Like Vienna is one of my favorite songs.
Great song.
But Bruce Springsteen, like his earlier stuff, had a good influence on me a couple years ago. Growing up, I hated Bruce Springsteen. Like, well, actually no. Like I liked him when I was really young, We had like a CD of Thunder Road, and I would listen to it, and I was like, this song's cool. But I didn't like anything else by him. I don't know why.
You are from New Jersey, and you didn't like anything by Bruce Springsteen besides Thunder Road.
Hey, hear me out. I'm like 8 years old listening to this song. I don't know. When you're 8, it's just like something hits or it doesn't for some reason. And then I got into like a little older, like middle school and stuff, and I saw how everybody liked Bruce Springsteen like around here. So I kind of went the opposite direction. I was like, he sucks. Like, screw this guy. I don't know why. It's just your natural like intuition, like as like a young kid like that.
Go against the status quo.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, nah, not cool. Glory Days, like Born in the USA, I'm not like a fan of. But then I like Johnny showed me some of Bruce's like earlier stuff. Johnny Russo, who's in my band, in high school, like Rosalita, East Street Shuffle, like the early Bruce stuff. And I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty cool from like a musical aspect. And then I started listening to the lyrics. I realized how much he was like Bob Dylan in his earlier stuff. And then I went back and listened to like his like later like 80s stuff. Like I thought Born in the USA was kind of just like a stupid song. Like, oh yeah, Born in the USA, it's cool, whatever. But it's actually like got a really cool story behind it. Like if you actually listen to the song. So I kind of, that was one of my first like musical realizations that like, oh, like be open-minded. Like don't just dismiss things. Like just because it's Bruce, like doesn't mean it's bad. Now he's like one of my favorites, you know. So it's fun. It's funny how that works. Like, and that's why I try to be the same way about like newer music, like Post Malone, for example. Like at first glance, you're kind of like, oh, this guy's kind of like interesting looking, and then you listen to his music and you're like, all right, and then you see how like talented he is, like across the board. And then I actually go back to his like poppier stuff, and I'm like, I actually enjoy it better now because I know he's like a musician. But I catch myself like making these judgments. You know what I mean? So it's important to be open-minded. But then on the other end, if you're making music, it's also important to like be yourself and like have a lane and not trying to be like pandering to like everybody. You know, like you can be anything, but you can't be everything. Like, I mean, some people can be everything. Like Prince can play like any instrument, and like
Prince and Post Malone and like the rare people. But no, I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah,
and I think what turned me on to Post Malone, because I can relate in that regard, is I was turned off by the whole White Iverson thing. Like when I first when I first saw him, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like who am I listening to right now? But after I heard him do a cover of "Don't Think Twice, It's All Right,"
I saw that on
YouTube. Oh my God, that changed my entire perspective of the guy. Like that was like early video too, like way before White Iverson even came out. No face tattoos. If you guys haven't seen that, go watch that. That is the craziest cover of a song I have ever seen.
I actually thought that was a fake video for a while at first. I was like, this guy just kind of looks like Post Malone. He's not actually Post Malone.
Yeah, but then you hear him and you're just like, holy shit, like.
And then I kind of got into his like more hip hop stuff, like some of his more like emotional stuff, like "I Fall Apart." Like I love that song.
Oh, it's a great song, dude. You covered "Feeling Whitney" off that new EP.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
a good song.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah, that new EP though, that's what I kind of mean about like, you can be anything. Not that quote, but like trying to pander to everybody, like. That was right after I went viral and stuff, and like people were really liking like the raspy voice. So I was like, I'm just doing everything raspy. Like I'm just gonna sing till I can't sing anymore, and then my voice will sound a certain way because it's all raspy. and then
I put out cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't even smoke, but and then I put out that EP, and like a lot of it's like a little bit out of tune. There's a lot of imperfection, but people just like loved the tone of my voice, and like I'm glad I did that, and it's cool. But in future stuff, I'm excited to do both, like do the raspy thing, but also do like I don't have to do it all the time. You know what I mean? I don't have to be like a one-trick pony, like just doing because I don't actually sound like that. I'm not like walking around like, hey, you know what I mean? My voice. It'd be one thing if I actually sounded like that. But I don't even. I'm just like rambling.
No, it sounds like from what you've been telling me though, like the past however long, couple months, I guess you've just been finding your own way as a musician, kind of like you've almost done some soul searching and found out what you wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm so excited to see what you're gonna do with this new project. Tell me a little bit more about it. Like, do you have any vision behind it besides that one song you were telling me about?
Yeah. So that one song is a new song. It's pretty much like done being mixed and stuff. And I want it to be a mix of like old and new stuff. One thing I want to definitely do is, off the first song off, Priceless Junk is In My Sight, just like me and acoustic guitar. It was like a minute long. It was kind of like an intro song. I want to like extend that. I want it to be like a full 2 or 3 minute song, because a lot of people really like that song, but they're like, why is it 1 minute long? Like, make it longer.
Make it longer. Give the people what they want, Cole.
More streams. I gotta make that half a cent somehow.
Yeah, seriously.
No, but I've done like a lot of like soul searching, I guess, because when that whole TikTok thing happened, like I was getting like DMs from like certain managers and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, and like I thought, and like everything was just like skyrocketing. So I was like, it's only exponential from here. It's just going to keep getting bigger. But TikTok's weird, man. It's like, it giveth and then it taketh, you know, like it gives you the views and then it's like, so I kind of got like, I got bummed, man, because I was like, this is it. And then like, I realized it wasn't it, kind of. But like, I shouldn't be bummed because it was still like huge. You know what I mean? I used to have like 20 monthly listeners on Spotify. Now I have like almost 8,000. So it's not like nothing. Like I made like a huge jump in like my listenership and like, but it just felt like I'm sure like a lot of artists have gone through this. Like I actually talked to a lot of TikTok people about this before. Is like it's so weird. Like you think, oh, this is it. 'Cause you see other people, like you compare yourself to like there's this kid like Peter McPoland. I don't know if you've seen him.
Yeah, I think so.
He got signed to Columbia Records.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy.
That's wild.
That's like huge. Like his name's like next to like Pharrell Williams, I think, on Columbia Records like list. It's like John Mayer, Adele, like
it's ridiculous.
And I'm sitting here looking at that like, oh my God, in like a year that could be me or something. So like it's crazy. And not to say that it couldn't be me. Like you never know what's gonna happen. But like now I'm done like comparing myself. I'm just gonna make what I want to make, have fun, be consistent, work hard, and if something happens, so be it. Not be so like. I feel like I went through my first like epiphany in like finding my voice and like dealing with that kind of. Even though I'm kind of like making it seem like a big deal, even though it wasn't like that big of a deal to anybody. It was kind of a big deal
it's a big deal to you though.
You know,
it's a big deal to your creative process too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so now, things are good though. Like I'm so stoked. I'm getting to play live music a lot with the band and recording stuff that I like, and people actually listen to it now. You know, because there was a period of time with the whole TikTok thing that I thought like, oh, I'm gonna have like millions of viewers now because I had like millions of people like watching my TikTok. I'm like, I'm gonna have millions of people on my Spotify, and now I only have like, for a moment I had like 15,000 monthly listeners. Now I have like 8,000, but it's been like steady 8,000 for the past couple months. So I'm like, oh, now these are the people that like listen to my music and stuck with me. I'm like, I actually have people who like my music now, so I'm stoked to like record music and give it to them. Because in the beginning, it was like I was making it for literally nobody, like probably just you.
Yeah, dude, I was listening. I was out there.
A couple people in Manasquan.
Yeah, there's people like me in Manasquan who are listening. But yeah, no, it's crazy what social media can do, because it's like you said, you got this big following of 8,000 monthly listeners that started listening, and I'd say a good 1,000 or a couple thousand are probably from TikTok, right?
I'd say most of them are from TikTok.
All right, so most are from TikTok, but exactly, it's like, but it's such a catch-22 because, like you said, you get this false sense of gratification when you get like millions of views, and then the next day the high's gone when you're back to like 100 views, and then it's like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, like, it's so weird, man. TikTok is
it's crazy.
So I don't have any expectations for it anymore. I'm just gonna put stuff I like on there. I'm not gonna like.
So you're still putting content out there?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
For a while, I got bummed and I didn't put anything out because I was so bummed, like nobody was watching it, and I didn't want, and I wanted all my old videos to stay at the top of my account so you could see like, oh, he still got lots of views, but I wasn't putting out any videos. Now I put out videos and they'll, some will do okay, I guess, like they'll get like 10,000 views, which is still crazy, but it wasn't like as big as like a million. I was so worried about like people being like, oh, Cole had a moment, like he like almost had it, but then he didn't, and I just so badly like didn't want to let go of that.
I mean, you talked about it too in your song. What was it? It's off the new EP, All You, or was it
All Out?
All Out.
Yeah.
You say, I forget the exact line, but you were talking about like this could be my ticket, like TikTok. This could be my ticket.
Yeah, it feels like a ticket. It's like this is, like, I don't know. It's a crazy feeling. It's such a it's like a drug, dude.
Yeah, no, I definitely get it.
I mean, I used to feel that way, like off like my little Instagram posts. Like I'd be like before I went viral, I'd be like, oh, like this one got like 300 likes. Or something.
It's almost like it's crazy. It's almost like a little dopamine rush. Exactly. Yeah, that's just what I was gonna say.
Careful, dude. Yeah, because like
it's a drug.
Yeah.
People get addicted to it too. It's
but I'm grateful for it. Like I don't want to act like I'm not grateful for it or it's bad, because it's so good. Like, be in charge of your own music and not rely on like industry people, really. You know what I mean? Like people still rely on industry people to get you a record deal or whatever, but now like there's so many artists who like kind of make it on their own, and it's so cool. There's a million people doing it now.
Yeah, exactly. How do you feel about the whole independent versus signed artist type of debate? Because a lot of people are saying stay independent now. Like, fuck the record labels, fuck all that. Just stay independent and do your own thing.
I think stay independent for as long as you can, but there's definitely a point where, like, you're going to need help. And then at that point where you're big enough as an independent artist, you're going to be getting good deals from record labels because you already have a good following. You're going to be working with good people. When you're, like, a small artist, it's like, and they see, like, an ounce of talent in you, they're like, certain people in the industry are like, let me see how much money, like they're like a shark,
Yeah.
Like, let me
they
see
smell blood in the water.
Yeah, exactly. So like I think stay independent for as long as you can, but like there's nothing wrong with a record deal if it's a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of bad ones though. Like
there's definitely a lot of bad ones.
I've talked to a lot of people who were like, dude, be careful. Like this one girl I know from TikTok, when I had like all that stuff happening for me and like there's people hitting me up. She was like, be careful. I almost signed this deal, and I wasn't going to get a lawyer, but I did get a lawyer to look at it, and they were, like, totally screwing me over. Like
don't fucking sign that deal.
Yeah, don't sign it. Like, she was, like, pretty much signing her life away. Kind of like a whole Britney Spears thing,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You got to be careful.
It's crazy, man. We are brought to you by Faded Productions. Faded Productions is a media company whose primary goal is to provide you with premium content on all of your favorite artists. Whether it's podcasts, curated playlists, or photographs of your favorite musicians, we've got you covered. Check us out on Instagram at It's a Faded Production, and for more information, please visit our website at www.itsafadedproduction.com. That's www.itsafadedproduction.com.
You what concerts you been to recently?
Recently, my big one was Barefoot Country Music Fest. That's where that photo was taken. But it was Leonard Skinner headlined it with Lee Brice, Jimmy Allen, Carrie Underwood. Who else was there? Lanco. I don't know. If you like country music, there was like a country fest. But
I've been getting more into country, but more like definitely more like the outlaw side of it, kind of.
Yeah, like, I'm more of I agree with you in the sense of I've been more on the Sturgill Simpson side of things than I have the...
You know Tyler Childers?
Yeah, I love Tyler Childers,
he's
dude.
Great.
Shake the Frost, you know that song?
Good.
Oh, my God, dude. That kid is so talented.
Yeah.
He's like Have you seen the video of him? When he was 17, he performed at
Yep.
Yeah, you saw that at the State Fair? Holy shit, dude. That guy's got
Sturgill
pipes.
found him. Sturgill produced
Really?
his first album. Yeah, so like Sturgill's drummer saw him live somewhere, and then
Yeah, he's a West Virginia boy.
yeah, and then Sturgill's drummer went to Sturgill, told him about it. Sturgill already kind of had a following, like, and I think they met up at like a bingo hall or something, like, which was like Sturgill Simpson's favorite place to like go to or something. Yeah, dude. There's this funny story. It's in like a Tyler Childers interview somewhere, but yeah, I'm a big fan of his stuff. Like, he's got like a lot of Dylan in him, like as far as the writing aspect, and he's got that cool inflection in his voice, which is inspiring, like the raspy kind of almost yodely at points. His voice will like crack and stuff. But his writing is just like amazing. So good. Yeah, I didn't really know of him until TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, like, well, I put that video out, got so many views, and like a lot of people were commenting like, oh, it kind of reminds me of like Tyler Childers and something. I was like, who's this guy? I looked him up, and I'm like, that's a huge compliment because I love this guy's stuff. He's
so good. I found him in probably 2016. That was my freshman year at West Virginia. So it's like people in West Virginia obviously loved him because he's from Charleston, like
you
the
probably
state
had
capital.
A bunch of country music going to school.
Oh my god, man, it was crazy.
Well, growing up around here, it's kind of like a lot of. Well, if you're from Brielle or something, I feel like country music is accepted. But like a lot of people around here were kind of like, nah, country music. No.
Why is that though? Brielle is like the most like nice like beach town semi. They don't even have a beach, but they give off that vibe of a beach town, and everyone listens to country music.
They have money.
They have money. They can do what they want.
No, yeah, but no, but like yeah, I don't know why I had a stigma against country music. It's really stupid because there's a lot of good country music.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were like, when I put out that Sturgill song, they thought I was like a country person. You know what I mean? They thought I like loved country music, and like I did like that song, and I like certain. So I kind of felt like a phony. Like I was like, oh, all these people think I'm like a country guy, and I love. I better go listen to country music and like study up, which I did, and I'm glad I did. Like listen to like, you know, this whole summer I feel like I listened to a lot of like country stuff. You know Jason Isbell?
Yeah.
Oh,
great.
Love him.
Nah, he puts out great stuff. Jason Aldean too. You listen to Jason Aldean. I'm a big Blake Shelton guy too. Eric Church. Mm-hmm. I like country music, but I listen to everything. I'm more of like I like folk music. Like I don't know. Do you listen to Camp?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love Camp. Camp's great. Yeah. Vagabond's great song, but
Mount Joy is kind of similar.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was the. Do you know what? Mount Joy is a great band, and they were the first band that let me photograph of like a full blown show. Yeah, I was at the Roxy in Pittsburgh, and that was 2017. Yeah, they were the first show that let me go through and take some photos.
They have this song, Astrovan, and I drove an Astrovan in Hawaii, and I would just like. Blast that.
You had an Astrovan?
Yeah, I would drive
that's
that thing around.
Sick.
It was my favorite.
Did you leave it out there?
I sold it to a friend, but I think it's having problems. It always had problems, but
as I assume it would. It's an Astrovan.
No, yeah, it had problems overheating. Shout out to Mateo. If you're listening, you're probably not listening to this, but I sold Mateo.
Mateo, if you're listening, take care of the Astrovan. Jesus drives an Astrovan.
Yeah, thing's my baby.
That's awesome.
No, I love that thing. If you ever get a chance to buy an Astrovan, do it. There's something about it. I don't know what
I think there's something about that now with people, too, of like turning those type of vans into campers and just driving across the country.
Well, now it's going a little weird with the whole Gabby Petito thing.
Dude, but, especially because they just found Brian Laundrie and his remains or whatever.
Wait, they found him?
You didn't see that? He's dead.
He's dead?
Yeah, I'm just telling you now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he died yesterday.
Wait, he died yesterday?
I mean, like we don't know he died yesterday, but he was found yesterday. Yeah, they
Did he kill himself?
They believe so. I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's crazy. They found him in a swamp though, so he could have been eaten by alligators, which a lot of people are hoping for.
People are crazy. They're treating this whole thing like a TV show, and honestly, people should chill because like these are like real people. It's not like
I was saying the same thing to my dad last night. I feel so bad for this kid's parents. Yeah. Like I know they might. I'm not saying anything. I'm speculating. They might have.
You're like protecting
exactly.
yourself.
I'm like, don't cancel me. It's one of those things. Like it's a parent's instinct to protect their child type thing, and it's like even if they did help this kid escape, they obviously knew a little bit, whatever, but it's like people that are going after them, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's like they didn't do it. They're just, and they pointed the police in the right direction of where
that's what's wrong with social media is people like watch a 10-second video and think they
know the whole thing.
Sherlock Holmes.
Exactly.
Which is like, I'm not gonna lie, like it looks bad on his end. Like a lot of things,
dude,
it looks like he's in the wrong, but like you got to be okay with like not knowing things for sure. People are so sure that they know something. It's like
I think it's almost
a 10-second.
It's
video.
like trust the U.S. Justice Department that they're gonna take care of the case and prosecute the guy. Or in this case, he's dead. So I mean, we'll never know. I guess
that's crazy. That's crazy. You've got my reaction on the I've been working this day job. It's pretty slow, so I've been doing a lot of like investigation on that, and I can't believe I missed that. That came out yesterday.
Yeah, dude, yesterday. Wild. They found bones that matched him, and they took his dental records, and the teeth matched his teeth. So
wow.
I that's why it's like they say he might have killed himself, but I think he was eaten by alligators because I'm just speculating once again, but like it's Florida swamp. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Even if he did kill himself, there's a chance he was eaten after.
Wait, he was found in Florida?
I thought it was Florida. Yeah.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's from Florida. Where were they? They were in
like
Wyoming
in West,
or something
right?
like that. Yeah.
West, yeah.
Yeah, that's a terrible story, man. That's horrible. It's like we had one of those around here too with the Sarah Stern thing we mentioned. Fucking
yeah, that's crazy.
And it's crazy because they're our age. It's like we're at the age now where like these murderers are our age. Like they were 23.
Yeah, that's bad,
that is
man.
sketchy. I don't know.
So get an Astrovan.
Get an Astrovan. Don't get a camper and drive across America.
Yeah, get an Astrovan. Astrovans, they're small. They have like you could park it nice in a city if you need to. Like they're kind of like they're not like a huge van.
Did it have the leather seats, or what kind of seats did you have in it?
Well, yeah, it had leather seats in the front, but it had no seats in the back. I put a bed back there,
sick.
And I put my surfboards under it, and we would go camping and stuff. Like it was.
You put
awesome.
The boards underneath the bed.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Well, the bed I actually got it from a friend. I bought the car from a friend, and there was already like a wooden bed frame built in there.
Nice.
You know Matt Catalano? He's actually a really good photographer.
No, I know. I feel like the name's familiar.
He built the bed back there, but I bought the car from my old boss, actually, Sean at Summertime Surf.
Oh, nice.
And he but yeah, I put a bunch of boards under there, and it's just like so many good memories in that car. Even the breaking down, like I still look back on like breaking down on the side of a highway in the middle of Hawaii, like just kind of, it's funny. Actually, one time I broke down and I ran out of tows for AAA because I broke down so many times. They're like, we're not towing you anymore. Like, I guess it's like 3 times or something. But I was like up the hill from my house, so I just like put the car in neutral and like rolled myself down the hill.
Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be bad if it got away from you. Brake stop working too. Just
that'd be the end of me.
Oh my God. Oh, that's funny though. But wait, you worked at Summertime Surf?
Yeah.
For how long?
Like 2 summers.
Do you know Wolfie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolfie's the man. I worked with Wolfie at Darcy's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, great dude. Yeah, no, that's funny. I haven't seen him in a while. Then Crowley, obviously. He worked there for a while. Dennis Crowley.
He's working at the Kelly Slater wave pool now.
Is he really?
He's like getting waves. You see that?
No way. No, I haven't.
It's cool.
I don't know if I follow him. That's I got to check that out. That's pretty sick. Yeah, but I haven't seen him in forever.
Isn't it weird we're getting old? It's like
I know, and everyone's gone. It's like there's very few people left in Manasquan, I feel like. Or like everyone's like at college or still like doing something like temporarily away.
Yeah, I miss shout out Mikey Hyde. Moved back.
Yeah, where's he at?
He's in Santa Barbara.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wasn't he out there for school?
Yeah, no, he lives out there.
Oh, nice. Got a job out there?
Yep, he's working for a sales company with a Campo.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, they work for the same company. It's kind of funny.
They're probably just surfing every day.
Yeah, they're surfing a lot. Nah, but they gotta come home. You just gotta realize one day that you're just a Jersey kid at heart. Like I went to Hawaii. I was surfing. I was trying to fit in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then one day I just realized, you know what? I'm just a dirtbag from Jersey.
Yep. I'm just a dirtbag from Jersey. Well, I mean, I went to West Virginia and I liked it for what it was, you know, but I definitely relate. Like, I just miss Jersey at heart.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could leave Jersey. Like, I debate with myself a lot of the time. I'm like, could I leave Jersey realistically? And I'm just like, I think I would miss it too much. Like, I could leave for a year, but I would have to come back.
Yeah.
Like,
there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
yeah.
I left for like 4 years pretty much. I mean, I came back in the summer, but
yeah,
it was great. Like, it gave me a new appreciation for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I love being back here now because there's so much more of a music scene here than Hawaii.
I know, it's the same thing with me. It's like being out in West Virginia. It's like they have the country music and stuff, but there's nothing that compares to Asbury Park.
Asbury Park is a phenomenal place, man. I'm starting to realize it, and I'm so excited for our first gigs there.
Are you looking into playing at any places like the Saint or like House of Independence or like something like that?
Yeah, so we saw our one friend's band, Feng Shui. They played House of Independence opening for Waiting on Mongo. They're like a popular local band. And we'd want to, the Saint would be cool, but we're playing the Wonder Bar, which is pretty cool.
That's sick.
And then Langosta is cool. And then, like, it would be so cool one day to play the Pony.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I feel like that's the goal for everyone is the Pony.
Yeah, Dogs in a Pile, you know, Sam
Lucid.
Yeah,
Sam Lucid.
He plays in Dogs in a Pile, and I saw them like a week ago. They headlined the Pony.
Oh, you went to that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that?
So cool, man. I almost got like emotional. Like
dude, their lights and shit too are awesome at their shows.
Yeah, because and it was I looked around and it was cool because I knew a lot of people there, but I also didn't know a lot of people there. So I'm like, the fact that they have all these people coming out to see them in their hometown, like there was like there was probably like 600 or 700 people there.
That's nutty, dude. Awesome. They travel a lot too. They're in upstate New York all the time for like those Dead type shows, and they're a great jam band
for Halloween, but. I used to work at the Pony. I used to be a bar back there when I was doing Sperry. I would do Sperry.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And, you would leave and go do Stone Pony right after.
Yeah, and that's it. I used to, like, stand behind the summer stage and be like, I wonder what it's like to stand.
Dude, you were telling me. You're like, dude, it's fucking dope. I remember you were telling me that job was cool because you just got to watch concerts.
Yeah.
Like, you would run beer or whatever it was and, like, watch concerts.
It was the coolest. Yeah, I think later this winter we might try to do like a local show there with a couple of bands that we know. Like we wouldn't pack it out like Dogs in a Pile would, but like we'd at least get
I'll be there.
A smaller show.
I'll be there.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I was emailing the booker. They do local shows.
Yeah, don't they around like Christmas time? I know they do a lot of them because I'm pretty sure Recess had one a couple years ago, but I know they got kicked out like 5 minutes in.
Oh, really?
I forget what happened, but I'm pretty sure they were like throwing bottles of water or something, and I'm pretty sure the show got shut down in like minutes.
That's funny.
Recess can fact check me on that. Yeah, I think that did happen.
Yeah, they played House of Independence recently too. That's such a cool venue.
Yeah.
It's smaller and it's like not as like legendary.
Yeah, exactly.
Quotes,
it's new, right?
Yeah, it's a really cool, nice place, and they like they can like record your set. I think.
Yeah,
too. Like, I saw the sound guy like recording a live version of the band I saw there, and that would be a cool place to play. There's just so many good musicians in Asbury Park too. Like, it's such a like I never really thought of it as like such a rich like culture of music like growing up, but then now like that I'm like been more around it, I'm starting to realize like wow, it's really a special place, and like no wonder like guys like Springsteen came out of here, you know.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's definitely got like an artistic type of feel, like just like walking around the town and up on the boardwalk, like with those murals all over the place. It's cool. It's got like an artsy feel to it that like everyone's creating something there. You know, it's almost like a. I mean, I don't want to give it like a. Like it's almost got like a brand kind of like town name too. Like it's known for music almost in the way like Nashville is. Oh yeah, 100%. That's like it's the little Nashville of the Northeast. That's really what it is. It's awesome.
It's really not known for like like when you think of Asbury Park, most people think of music, I think.
Yeah, no, I would say that's a pretty fair assessment.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. And I take it for granted too, definitely. Like that we have all these shows by us all the time too, and I'm just not there.
I want to go busk in the summer.
Yeah,
like,
dude, do it.
Dude, like how cool would it be to play like a show after or before See Here Now? Because you never know who's gonna walk.
Yeah,
in.
whoever's gonna walk by you.
Like Eddie Vedder might like walk in.
He might. Yeah, it's true though. I mean, dude, they just walk around Asbury during See Here Now.
Yeah,
and it's like I've met Danny Clinch before, the guy who puts on See Here Now.
Yeah, I've seen his Instagram.
Yeah. I've got his photo book over on the table over there, but he's
Is he a photographer? Is that what he is?
Yeah, he's a really cool dude, but
that's cool.
Really down to earth, easy to talk to, really nice guy, but
cool.
That festival is something sweet, and they do a lot of local like musicians and stuff like that. So you should definitely see if you could not even bust, just get in there. That'd be dope.
There was a lot of talk, I think, about. Oh, I don't know if I should. Yeah, why not? I think
the cameras and the mics add pressure.
I think there was a good amount of talk about having Dogs in a Pile play See Here Now.
Yeah,
something.
I mean,
I could totally see them playing.
I could too. They fit the bill.
You know.
Yeah.
Jam band, like Goose played this year, which is a jam band, and like.
Don't they have pigeons a lot too? Pigeons playing ping pong.
Yeah,
they're like, kind of like up that alley.
Yeah, give dogs a shot.
Yeah,
they're such nice kids.
They really are.
Yeah,
Sam Lucid's like the nicest guy. I haven't talked to him in years, but high school was the nicest kid.
Yeah, I knew Sam. And then he introduced me to all those guys, and they're like awesome. So if you don't know Dogs in a Pile, check them out. They're awesome.
Yeah, Dogs in a Pile are definitely they're definitely making a name for themselves. That's
cool.
That's for sure. It's pretty cool to see. I love seeing like the local stuff do well. Like have you seen Joe P?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, he's killing it. He does the TikTok stuff too.
I actually hit him up on I like messaged him. I saw like a video of him playing the pony, and I was like, it was like a video from the stage. I was like, dude, I used to work here, like, and dream about this. And he was a nice guy. He, like, replied. And, like,
yeah, no, he's he interacts with people on social media a lot
cool,
too.
Yeah.
It's like,
he was
I'm a big fan of his
Casino.
music. Deal Casino, dude.
Yeah,
that's what made me find him. Is Deal Casino.
Yeah.
Deal Casino. Bang 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 was the name of the song that like I found them, and that live version, if you haven't seen it, they have like a live video from
I'll check it out.
From House of Independence.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's from House of Independence, and they do like an 8-minute live video of it.
Is it like packed in there? I bet
packed to the brim, and it's like the energy in the place is crazy.
Damn, dude, that's the dream.
I know, like the energy is just like unreal. It's unmatched.
Yeah, that's what's so cool about Asbury Park is like there's achievable stuff. Like it's one if you're in New York or something, there's some achievable like smaller clubs in New York, but you're kind of like. I don't know, you see these big venues and stuff, but like there's definitely stepping stones.
Oh,
in Asbury
100%.
Park, you know what I mean?
It's like you start at the Saint, and then you move to House of Independence, and then you go and you try to get like Stone Pony. It's like if you're lucky, like indoors.
Yeah,
and
so
then
you don't have to dream like just the summer stage. You don't have to just dream. There's like you realize like there's these little like there's these steps I can take, and maybe who knows? Maybe in 10 years I could be doing big shit. Like you never know.
It is really cool to see too, because it's like you can see bands like progressively like go from one venue to the next. Like they're moving up in capacity sizes. Like they're going like we start here, we're playing like bars, and then we go to this 50-person venue. Then we're going to 250, and then maybe one day we'll get this Stone Pony Summer Stage and sell out like 6,000.
Yeah,
it's nuts, dude.
Yeah, I think. Dogs is close. Dogs in a Pile. They're all like Berkeley kids. They're all they all got their head in the game. They're stoked for them, and they've been super cool to us. Like they'll come play when we play like smaller.
I saw you playing with Lucid not too long ago, right?
Yeah. He came and played with us, and he actually brought the band one time, and they like jumped up and played a song like I think we played Franklin's Tower or something.
Nice.
But they're all killer musicians.
Oh yeah,
nice
those guys
kids.
are great.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but their keyboardist is wild.
Jeremy.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, he's got got the double keyboard set up and like just going ham on both of them. It's
what
nuts.
impresses me the most about them though is they're all like so. They're just in it like head in the game, and they're going for it, and they've been going for it like for years.
Dude, they've been like touring and stuff, like mini tours almost. Like not tours, but like going to like those shows out in New York I was talking about.
And they don't really care what other people think. They don't care. Like probably a couple years ago when they didn't have much of a following yet, people were probably like, "You're crazy," thinking that you can make it as a jam band. Rock and roll is dead and stuff like that, and they probably just ignored it. You know, they probably just like, "We're doing our thing," and it's paying off. Good for them.
It is. It's also cool to see like everyone's kind of. There's a lot of different types of music here, and like I think there's a supportive music community around Asbury where like people support musicians around here, whether it's friends or just like a local act. Like people like to see them do well.
Yeah,
like it's
our drummer Pete plays in this punk band, Teenage Halloween, and
I've heard of them before.
And me and Johnny went to go see a show, and it's like totally different than what we would be used to, you know what I mean? Like people like mosh and stuff. Like, it was fun, but it was in like it's at this place called the Ghost Harbor Collective. It's in like an alleyway. They have like this concert. It's almost like an outdoor basement, and it's just cool. Like Asbury Park has a sense of like no matter what your genre is, people are gonna support you for playing music. No matter really if they like it or not. There's almost just like a mutual respect.
Yeah,
you know?
That's what I'm saying. It's like there's people like you or like Joe P who play like your like guitar-driven music, exactly. And then
Songwriter.
Like, or you got Recess, who they're a boy band / rap group, whatever they are, or like
they kill it.
Yeah, or like all of Dumb
them.
Lit's artists who are like rapping and doing this type of stuff. I mean, it's cool to see. You know, it's definitely interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's so close to home too, which makes it so cool. Like it's 5 miles away, and it's like I feel like I don't get over there enough, but definitely need to get out of here and go over there.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Thanksgiving Eve. We're playing a Reef and Barrel.
Yeah.
We're playing there tonight too, but it'll be fun tonight. But everyone will be home from college and stuff, and it's a big night in Manasquan. You know, the bonfire and everything. So I think should be fun.
What time are you guys over there tonight?
I think like 9.
9?
Yeah, till like.
Where do you guys normally play? Do you play over where like the DJ is normally?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
They need to get like an indoor stage in there. I've been saying that for a while. To the right of the bar. You know what I'm talking about? Like just put like almost a mini stage where the DJ is.
That would be cool, but it's all like because we played the Columns where there's a stage, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's cool being on a stage, like especially when you're a short guy like me. It's nice being getting a little boost. But no, being like just on the ground floor with people, and like sometimes I drop my guitar and I'll like dance with people at rave or something, like with the microphone, and man, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean it's a good time, and it gets them involved. It gets the audience going too. So it's definitely cool. But well, yeah. So let the people know how to find you, Cole.
All right. Spotify, Cole Hallman. Check that out. Or Apple Music, whatever you listen to, really.
You're on SoundCloud, too, under the same thing,
I'm on
right?
SoundCloud, so whatever streaming platform. My Instagram it's long. It's C Hallman Instagram.
Dude,
everyone calls me Chalman Instagram.
Chalman Instagram.
And then my TikTok is Cole Hallman Music. It's a little cringe at times.
Hey,
you know,
dude. But it's got a following. It's got a following. It's working.
Nah, I don't think it's that cringe, but
no, dude. I don't think so.
It's just my friends in the back of my head telling me it is.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Gotta do what you gotta do. But nah, be on the lookout for new music. If you live in New Jersey, come check out the Orange Blossoms. We have an Instagram too. That's pretty much it. That's all I got going on is music, and if you surf, maybe I'll see you in the water.
Yeah, I don't know. Look for Cole in the water. He'll be by the inlet probably. But well, thanks, man. I appreciate you coming on, and it was dope getting to do this with you. I'm glad we got to have the talk.
Yeah, sure thing, man. Faded.
Yeah, so
follow Faded.
Yeah, follow Faded. Thanks, guys.